Wow, I know. It's been some time. I'm sorry, but I've been busy. I know. You have all been asking, where have you been? And do you plan on doing another video anytime soon? Well, yes, I do plan on making more videos, and as to where I've been, like I said, I've been busy with real life stuff. I recently moved and got a new job that keeps me more than occupied. And it's because of this that it's been hard to scratch out some time to make YouTube videos essentially for free. In case you didn't know, I don't make money off this shit, nor do I really plan to. I make this stuff because I enjoy it, and because I like sharing them with all of you. I'm not in it for those sweet PewDiePie or Ninja bucks. With that cleared up, the reason I'm making this video is because I feel I've been too indecisive and slow in actually deciding what video I should do next. Go figure. And when faced with too many choices, I inevitably choose the simple option, which is to sit around and do nothing for a long time. That's where you all can help. I'm making a little poll so you all can decide what the next video subject should be. That way the choice is taken from me and I'm forced to actually make a video on it instead of continuously keeping myself in a black hole of indecisiveness. I'm hoping by having you all pick the subject for me, it'll force me to actually get started and cracking out this new video. The goal is to have the next video out this month as a nice way to kick off the new year. But don't hold me to that because, like I said, my day job does keep me pretty busy, and so I can only really work on this stuff on weekends. The poll will likely last as long as this week, so pick quick enough. Alright, with all that prefacing out of the way, we can get to what are the actual potential free video subjects. Well, the first one is the one I was planning on actually doing next. It's a video on Deus Ex: Mankind Divided. Specifically, its theme of identity and how it's displayed throughout the game and through the main character of Adam Jensen. You may have seen my not so subtle hints about this being my next topic in my recent Blade Runner 2049 videos. This video would likely be the shortest of the three subjects, probably around 30 minutes or so. If you've seen my video on Dragon Age Inquisition, it would be around that length, thus theoretically, I should be able to get it out the fastest. Still, I got a lot more research to put into this one, so it could take a little bit more longer than that. But we'll see. The next potential video would be my own thorough analysis of Star Wars Episode 7, The Last Jedi. Yes, I know, very original. You can see why I put this one off for so long considering there are about a bajillion YouTube videos on The Last Jedi. Seriously, just type Last Jedi Review or Last Jedi Analysis into YouTube and you'll be greeted with an endless supply of content. But what you have to understand about me is two things. Number one, I'm incredibly lazy. And number two, I'm a Star Wars whore. Thus, I've got a lot to say about the movie that I've not exactly seen talked about elsewhere. This video would be the longest of the three subjects though. In fact, it'd likely be broken down into two parts with each part very likely being an hour long. Yes, I'm planning to make an analysis video that is as long as the actual movie itself because who said brevity is for those with intelligence. However, just because the video will likely be hella fucking long doesn't mean it would take forever to produce. I have already written down large patches of a script for such a video, so it wouldn't strain me too much to get it out within this month. Lastly, I was planning on doing a video on Red Dead Redemption 2, where I sit down and break down the story and characters and why, at least to me, they suck. I don't think Red Dead Redemption 2 is a well-written game or any kind of groundbreaking narrative. But again, that's just me, and it would take a whole long video to explain why I feel that way. This is also the video I feel would take the longest to produce because I have to do a bunch of research. I may be a stuffy asshole when it comes to critiquing video game narratives, but I at least try to be an informed stuffy asshole who provides plenty of examples and citations. I also need to rewatch or replay parts of the game to fully let it digest, so due to all that, it would probably take me a little longer than this month to get a video on Red Dead 2 out. It would likely be interesting though. Okay, those are the three potential video subjects. 1. Deus Ex: Mankind Divided, dealing with the theme of identity. Number 2 being my own thorough analysis of Star Wars: The Last Jedi. And lastly, a video breaking down the narrative of Red Dead Redemption 2 and why I find it to be pretty poor. So go ahead and vote which one of those is the one you want to see me do most next, and I'll likely focus on that one. Now, just because you pick that one next doesn't mean I won't get to the other ones eventually. This is just the one I'm doing next. So go ahead, pick what you want to see next, and Happy New Year. The straw poll will be linked in the video description below, so go ahead, click that link, vote on whatever you want to see next, and whatever wins is the one I'll pick. You can also just type what you want in the comment section, and I'll count that as well. So vote in the straw poll, click the comment section, or just post on my Twitter page, which, you know, I'll see, even though I rarely use Twitter. So either or of the three, pick, and whatever wins is the one that we'll go with next. Alright, with that out of the way, I figure I'll use this end of the video to answer a few questions I've seen in the comment sections across my various videos. So, number 1, did you get a new mic? Yes, I did. I bought it all on my own. Audio quality has been a consistent problem with my videos, and I'm hoping this new mic should fix all of that once and for all. So let me know how it sounds in the comment section below, because at the very least, my videos shouldn't sound like complete garbage. Number 2, will you do a Patreon? No, not at least anytime soon. Why? Because I'm not an asshole. But seriously, it's for a couple of reasons. First is that I have an aforementioned day job that allows me to eke out a living, so I don't exactly need Patreon money. Second is that if I were to do a Patreon, I'd have to feel like I was actually providing value to you all. Most importantly, that would mean putting out videos on a consistent schedule, and yeah, as you've seen, that's a bit hard for me. I also feel the quality of the content might drop as I would be forced onto a schedule or forced to produce at least one video a month. I don't know if I have that much to talk about all the time. At the stands, I make videos about stuff I care about when I feel like it. I think a lot of content creators that end up making Patreon pages or whatever else end up having their content suffer as they force themselves to crank out a video every couple of weeks or so, making videos on topics they don't really give two fucks about, like Fortnite or anime. I'm not doing that. Like I said, I do videos on stuff I care about when I feel like it. If I ever ask you for money, it's because I'm likely broke and jobless, or because I feel I can provide you with consistent quality videos. So that's a long answer of saying no Patreon for now. Number 3, can you keep your personal politics out of your videos? That's also a big no. I'm sorry to break it to you folks, but everything is political. Even choosing not to be political is political. And when analyzing something like the narrative of a piece of entertainment, you're almost certainly going to have to discuss the politics of said piece and the political environment it was created in. I mostly got this plate when I talked about SJWs in my last Mass Effect Andromeda video, and shockingly, I didn't bash, quote, SJWs, a rarity on YouTube and even rarer in gaming circles. I don't care if you agree with me or not, politics are inseparable from such a discussion. Also, in case you didn't realize, I'm a big old lefty liberal, especially on social issues. So if you expect me to go on a rant against minorities or LGBT folk or the liberal PC agenda, that's just likely never gonna happen. Deal with it or don't, I don't care. Number 4, do you actually read the comments on your videos? This may surprise you, but yes I do. I read every comment, every single one. I am vapid and self-centered like that. That means if you've called me an SJW faggot who doesn't know what he's talking about, yes, I read that. I may not reply to every comment or give a little heart on the ones I really like, but I read them all, so be nice or don't. I don't really care, internet comments don't really hurt me, just don't expect a heart if you call me a cunt. Number 5, how can I help out this channel? Well, I'm touched you care. Obviously, simply watching my video helps, but you can also like and or subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. You can also link my videos on whatever social media platforms you lurk on, be that Twitter or Facebook or Instagram or whatever platform you choose to let spy on you these days. Number 6, where can I contact you to make suggestions or just to yell at you? And that's what the comment section is for, but I also have a Twitter account which I typically link in every video description. You can follow me there, but I don't really post much, especially recently. Mainly because I've become increasingly bored with Twitter and just generally don't have the time to engage in meaningless Twitter spats. I mostly use Twitter to look at funny memes and posts, but you can always tweet at me if you don't feel like using the comments section. Anywho, that's that. Once again, pick a video subject in the poll up above, and hopefully I'll have the next video out by the end of the month. Thanks.
Now here's a party I can get excited about. Sign me up.
Sorry, not with that attitude.
Okay, then screw it.
Welcome aboard, brother!
All right.
You're out.